It's a stab party.
Yo! Happy weekends. Features and bug fixes and more features. Good day. Happy Sunday. March 1st. Hope everyone's doing awesome. What's up, Alden? Oh, man. Enhancements. Let's go in. I think I copied the jar over. I don't remember what I did last. Whoops. I was busy this morning before I left. Hey, we got spawn blocks. Well, pseudo spawn blocks, but custom blocks with custom textures for player chest and mob spawns. Finally figured that out. And yeah, I need to change the break color. It's in the asset editor. I know how to change it. I just have to, it's default for this color. But yeah, P. But yeah, it works. It works stupidly well. Just before going live, I implemented the actual function of the blocks themselves. So wherever you place them, and the arena boundary is set, it's called trees. You'll generate from SC blocks, and it automatically makes the player spawn points and chest locations automatically. It puts it all as team 1, which is fine. You can go in and edit them, but it automatically generates everything on the fly. And what I just implemented, which I didn't test yet, is that when you create an instance, it will remove these blocks and put in whatever it needs to put in replace of that. That I haven't tested yet, but this works fantastically, and it worked on the fly. It's freaking cool. So, yay! Faster iterations. Also, if you try to do it again now, like if I do this, and then go trees generate, it should say, yeah, it tries to do the colors, but it says 1 player spawn, 0 mob spawn, 0 chests, 28 skipped. So it already knows, based in the boundaries of what blocks are already there, and it'll skip them, and then it'll just put in the next one. So then it should Yeah, 15 point. There was 14 before. That was 15. And then it should... Which then... Let me try this. Okay, I deleted player spawn number 5. I haven't tried this yet. Manage, arena, trees, generate. And then... Yep, one player spawn. 15. Skipped 5, but I went to... No, it put it at the bottom. Yeah, no, it did it. There it is, number 5. Nice. Cool. It works. And then, yeah, to make sure that the world spawns in without the blocks. Because it was like, oh, isn't there going to be a problem if there's chests? And it's like, it shouldn't matter. Because it's going to look through the worlds. If the block exists, it'll destroy it. And then if a chest spawns in here, the chest will just replace the block, and then there'll be nothing to destroy anyway. I was like, oh, well, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I don't trust it, but we're going to try it. The Halo health regen style is implemented. So if you take damage and then don't take damage for 8 seconds, you will regen your health back. And there's a fancy little sound effect that happens with that. And then the weather system is awesome. Just need to like enhance it a bit, but yeah, it's really freaking cool. So yeah, you can choose. Let's test one. Great. Yeah, so you got dawn, midday, dusk, and midnight are the time of day choices. Let's try trees. Let's try Northern Lights, midnight. We're gonna do mob mode. Simple tests. Kit's fine. Ranger's fine. Great. Ready up. Here we go. Nope. Blocks are still there. I knew that wasn't going to work. Hi. Hello? Yeah, I wonder if it's only for a specific game mode that it didn't... The reason why I didn't do that. Hello? Where's this mob? Ah, there you are. Yay! All right, so it's not clearing. No, it spawned it next to it. It 100% did it. It spawned it fine. It just didn't. Okay. I just tested. Rest of the session. Send. All right. Get this fixed. Yes, I was right next to my player. It's probably like you probably spawn inside the block and you just get pushed to the side. That's what I'm assuming would happen because I was next to my P. Oh, I hit escape by accident. Yeah, I spawned in right here. Like right next to this guy. It probably missed something. Probably it did miss something. To make sure, I should have asked. It should have said it should happen for all, no matter what game mode it is. Go. It missed all the blocks. I even specifically told it like the IDs, like the specific ID blocks, the block IDs, those specific ones to remove. Because before it just did like player underscore spawn, whatever. It was like, no, don't, no. I said remove these specific IDs. Block IDs, because I don't want it to remove something random and it's not supposed to, because it would 100% do that. God, the UI is annoying. It's more so that the terminology of how they do specific things is, it makes sense, but it's annoying. Like doing start, center, end instead of like left, center, right. Like there's certain things that are just like, and then if you use left, it throws completely. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah, I need to be specific after this question. Be like, this it should happen for any instance, not because the game mode shouldn't matter, but I'm just want to ask it anyway because for some reason I would assume that it would loop it into a specific game mode because that's just what would happen. Oh yeah, it probably didn't include the translation coordinates to the blocks to remove them. Although it should have looked at within the boundary of the instance. So, you know what? I'm gonna say it's that. It's because it didn't do the translate coordinate thing, because that's been every single time whenever we've added something new, it's always been that every single time. I should have started a fresh conversation too, because I think I'd put that into its memory to say like, hey, whenever anything's done with that, you have to make sure that the translate coordinates thing is done. Otherwise, it never works. Or it works, but it's in the wrong location. So it's removing the blocks just in a completely different chunk. Like 400 blocks away. Or wherever this is. Where is this? 235, 172, negative 151. Yeah, that. complete wrong location. Yeah, the next thing I want to figure out if I can get it to work is to make a duplicate of this recipe page, and I can walk up to one of these guys and right click one of these blocks, and then it opens the page to edit whatever this is. That's the next thing I want to get working, because that would make life so much easier. But that's what I want to get working next. The asset editor is powerful, but it's annoying. There's just a lot of information. And the easiest way to navigate around it, from what I saw, was to go to the editor or to go to the source and to the JSON file, copy that, paste it into a copied asset, and then apply it, and then it fills out all the information. Then you can just tweak it from there. Because these were just wool blocks, cloth wool blocks. But the problem with these guys is that the wool whites is the parent of them all. So it seems like everything has like a parent of one specific item, and then it pulls all of its information from that parent. I guess it has other traits of it. So if you don't disconnect it from the parent or make a copy of it from the parent, then you're gonna run into problems. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, can I just make a duplicate of it and it just work? So finally got like the texture on. It shows up in your hands. Correct. You're not named right. I need to fix you. That's correct. That's not. You're getting the IDs to show up correctly. Yeah, it says player. That needs to say chest. I need to fix that. But yeah, that works. Yeah, I was just going through it slower to just make sure that everything was working correctly. But yeah, getting the textures to show in. It probably would be cool to have the player and mob spawn to remake the block model, make it like 2 high instead of 1. Would be neat. Because minimally all the mobs are like two blocks high. They're not necessarily just 1 block wide, but most like players themselves are at least two high like this. So it'd be cool to remake a block model and use that, and then we can update these the mob and player blocks. Now, since I understand that a little bit more. And then these are just 32 by 32 pixel images. That was like stupid easy to do. But it's the navigating around the asset editor that was a little annoying. It's like it was a question mark, and then not a question mark, and then you got to reset, and you got to reload and go back in, and then the names show up, and then the block wouldn't show up in your hand until you changed another option, and then it actually showed up in your hand, and then you couldn't right click it to place it on the ground. Now it's missing another option. It's like all these little things cascading, and then finally, yay! And then it has the wool sounds associated with them. I was like, that's the easiest thing to do. And then I'll make a duplicate of the recipe page. Probably change the texture of it a little bit, or just put like skill check on it or SC or whatever. And then I want to get to right click on a block to show its data or open the page. That'll be awesome. That, or if like you're in the boundary of an arena and you right click with a recipe or like in your hands, it'll open the arena page or the arena that you're in would be awesome too. So I just need to figure out how do I do that? That's next. That's like, I think that's the biggest like thing I wanted to do overall, was to do everything quicker rather than going through like the menu. Just go bloop, right click, launches, go look at a block, right click it, launches with this information. That would be cool. Oh, what did that say? Let's see. remove marker blocks is added to clear marker blocks of the instance world and session start testing. Confirm the blocks were not removed. Root cause the then accept callbacks calls chunk get blocked and then matches the returned ID against the 3 string constraint before calling break block. This ID check is the failure point if get ID returns a name-spaced ID, e.g. blah 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 blah. At runtime rather than bare string, the comparison silently fails and nothing is broken. Why the guard is redundant every... Oh, hopefully our protection doesn't prevent it from being destroyed either. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this first, and then I'm gonna also ask it. Cool. Okay, almost good. And copy the jar over and test again. Might just put in a log also to make sure that it can actually see all the blocks that are getting removed. Yay. All right. New jar. So yep, it's through them. So cool. And restart. Awesome. Then I just have to make sure that the asset pack is zipped up correctly and thrown into the mod itself to load that too. Either right click the recipe thing would be awesome. I want to get that working. Yeah, I was also looking at those lights because they're really cool. It would be cool to actually like not make our own, but it would be cool to have our own style or different shapes would be cool, and more variety of colors would be awesome. All right. Cool. Play. Great. Trees. We'll do sunny. Let's do dusk. Mod mode. Simple test. Fine. Ranger's fine. Kill count. 10 kills. Great. Rated. I wonder, did I not? To check the log file thing. There's a toggle for, I'm not sure if it added that to the UI for that page or not. We'll see if this works. Move 10 skill check marker blocks? 10. Why 10? Only 10? Ow. Hey. Only 10, huh? It should remove the blocks in the when we're still in the here in the lobby when it creates the instance, because it creates the instance and it loads it. At that point, right after that, it should then remove those blocks. That's what I don't understand. Let me chat more to that. Okay. How many did that actually have? Not to entity count. Oh yeah. The other cool thing. If you do the entity count command in the overworlds, the maximum amount is 322. I thought that was funny. So that it might be the profiler might be getting the overworlds or the default world when we transition over at the end. Because the entity count for the worlds that the instances that we're in are like super small. That's what it seems to be. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. All right. Play, manage, Arena trees. 25, 29. There's 29 points total. After the no. You just after the send. All right. Reword that. Yeah, it's like it should because when you create a session and you're in the lobby, it spins up the instance so that's it's sitting there ready to be joined. At that point, after it's created, it should then remove the blocks at that point. We shouldn't have to teleport to the arena. I bet you what's happening is that it's probably trying to remove those blocks, and the world protection turns on and blocks it from removing the blocks. And it, depending how fast through the ticks it goes, we'll catch some of them and not all of them always. So I'm guessing it's going to vary between like 10 to 2 to whatever it is, but never the full amount because probably the world protection it can't get past that. That's what I'm assuming. I think after it does this, I'm not gonna ask it. I'm gonna ask of that specifically. hopefully up to that point it's not also because I'm still gonna ask it that question afterwards because it still might be the instance might be still protected even though we're not there yet technically. I wouldn't be surprised if it's still technically on and it tries to do it and it still fails, because as soon as we get the lobby, we should see the instance being made on the console, and then it'll say X amount of blocks removed, which will immediately tell us whether if it worked or not. And I'll have to go into the actual lobby or go into the instance to see if it actually worked. I can just see from the console that it did, or at least it can tell us it did. We'll still have to go into the world to see if it actually did remove them. I don't trust that it's when it says it did something that it actually did it. That doesn't mean crap. Giggly Frolicking Brook. Dude, their plan names. Blocks are gone before the session is even marked ready, so players never see them. Exactly. Why this works. Yep. Also. Make sure that the just ask it because I feel like that's gonna be a problem. If the protection is on, then it's gonna fail to remove it because the protection is on. But definitely, yeah, we should never see the blocks to begin with before we even get there. Let's see what it says. Hopefully it doesn't get off track. Definitely smarter to do it at the lobby level because it makes sense. No, what? No concern. The protection system has two independent guards that both prevent interference. Oh, line 57, the session get state, PvP session state active, continue during is in the lobby, so every session is skipped immediately. Okay, cool. Go. Cool. Yeah, this the process of like where it puts it in the order of operation. Like that makes sense. It should remove it even before we even get there. Like it shouldn't be like mid teleport, then remove the block. Like no, just pre-plan it And then you're good to go. Yes, build it. Do it. Cool. Cool. All right. Files. Refresh. Copy it over. And restart. Please. It's so this other than like little things to make sure nothing breaks. Little things we got to go through this week, beginning of this week, and then it's really close to being like ready for the masses to try, and then see what completely breaks. I hope not. Why have I a feeling that? I hope it doesn't do the instant. If the blocks over here disappear, then we know that something went completely wrong. I hope not. Ranger, kill, 10. Yeah. No, it still says remove 10 marker blocks. It's why 10? I wonder which ones it's which ones it's not catching. Because 10 there's 10 mobs. But there's 15 player spawns and 4 chests. Why is it only 10? I feel like the ID is wrong or something with that is incorrect. Okay. See, don't even have to go into it. Okay. Just write it. Then. Yeah, ask it again. It's still 10, so something else is messed up for sure. It doesn't make sense. I'm just having it check the IDs of the blocks that it's supposed to be checking. I gave it the list, so it probably fucked that up if I had to assume. Because why use specifically what I asked? I should have it go through. I should have it actually log. how many points there are first that it can see in the instance, and see if it can then remove those. Have it count them first. I can see the issue clearly. Obviously not, because you messed it up before. Oh, that, yep, that would make sense. Is because it's trying to center an entity in the center of a block. So it's trying to position. It gets the coordinate incorrect. So that's why the blocks don't get removed. That's why some of them get removed and some of them don't. It's because it's trying to center. It's trying to center it because of players, or that when it teleports a player, it puts it into the center of the block, which is a different, like 0.5. There's a 0.5 in there, and you can't do that with the blocks because it will misalign it. And that's why they get removed. Or that's why they get why it gets messed up. That would make sense. Files. Refresh. Copy it over. Dear God. And restart. Yeah. Didn't even think of that. But now that makes complete, when it said that, it makes complete sense. Reconnect. Please work. Great. Trees. Mid-deck. Fine. Mob. Simple test. Ranger. Kill count. Great. That time it said 4. It got the math. It got the math completely wrong. Okay. So that math was incorrect. For this time. Why is it trying? I don't. That's what I don't understand. I thought we. Ask another question. Makes sense. Yeah, I'm trying to figure like what is it trying to do? Like I thought it was supposed to scan the instance for these specific blocks, and if it finds them, then remove them. What math is there to get wrong to remove those blocks? That doesn't make sense at all. What? Like No. Uses right. Remove marker blocks. Uses translated spawn point coordinates while the scan approach directly searches by block ID. Let me. Yeah, just do that. Just do that. Like, what? I mean, granted, we could do that. We could just do it by the spawn point. It just, the math is incorrect. It's off a direction, in some direction somehow. But I feel like you have to get the math right for that. And this one, this way, just like, hey, if you find this block, then remove it. Like, not, that shouldn't be that complicated. Yes. Complicated, uncomplicated? Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna, I mean, it made sense of what it tried to do. It's just that it said if one position is off in the math, then it's gonna miss every single block, or it gets 4, or it got 10 before, now it got 4. It's like, no, just scan the worlds, the instance for these blocks, and then just remove them. Not, yeah, doesn't sound too hard to do that. Or it shouldn't be crazy. And plus, it should happen in the background when the lobby's created, so we were not even going to see it anyway. Done. Remove marker blocks. Now scans the area bounding box chunk by chunk for markers, block IDs. Same approach as scan and generate. So it can't miss the blocks that were found during the initial scan. The coordinates list approach, the floor math. Workaround are both gone. Yes. Okay. Files. New jar. Yep, exactly. And restart. Yeah, because if you think about it, at that point, it's going to be like, what if you only have, like, we have like what, 14 player spawn points? Like, what if what if one person's playing? Does it only remove the one person that's spawning in? Like, it's going to get some other like weird it's going to do some other weird thing that I just don't want it to do. It'd be like, well, there's no other players playing, so there's no point to remove them, or some shit like that. Like, it's going to do some weird, apply some weird logic like that. It's like, no, don't, no, stop. Great. Trees, midday. Mob. Simple. Range. Kill count, 10. Great. Move 28 markers. It missed one. I missed one? Hold on. Let's see. Which one did it miss? Let's find it. Hey, he's up in the tree. Okay. Ow. Did I delete one? Was my math wrong? Maybe my math was wrong. Oh. Oh god, where am I? Oh, I got stopped. Hmm. Hey, let me see. Maybe I. Because I'm interested to see if there's like, if it did that, and then there's a ghost block somewhere around here of where the one was supposed to be. So I'm pretty sure there was 29. Hmm. Oh, also I fixed the profiles because it got the PvP section completely wrong. So now it's correct. It shows the correct data now. Also, beat my win rate of 7%. Hell yeah. Let's see what yours is. Yeah, you're at 22%. I'm at 7. I've traveled 41,000 blocks. Hell yeah. I'm taking 22,000 damage. It dealt 22,000 damage. Yeah, now the PvP stats now that works because that was completely wrong before. All right, let's see what this is. Manage arenas. Freeze. Yeah, that's 29. That's not 28. Okay. Okay, let's try it again. Mom. Test. Stranger. Kill. Send. Yeah, it says 28. It says 28 again. Almost wanna. Let's do this. We're doing it live. We're gonna do a simple arena, and we'll see, and we'll mark everything off like correct. Return, leave. Okay, cool. Okay, let's do it. All right. Lobby creation 101. We're gonna make this out of just wool blocks. Green. And then we'll do red cloth. yellow, green. We'll place them next to each other to make sure everything works good. Right. Okay. Time to go over here. Yeah, this will be the big basic test. So just make a flat area, nothing crazy. I know you could place a block in midair. I don't know how to do it. What the mouse, please. Good God. That's 51, right? Yes, it is. All right. All right. So. Yeah, so red will be player spawn points. And so we're going to we're going to do this. We're going to put these down here in the same row. And then these will go on top. Just so we know, we have a reference to where the points will be. So when they get deleted, you can see where they're supposed to be at. Then we'll do chests in front of these guys. Oops. And then chest. And mobs will put further away, so we don't get aggroed. Mob. 3, 4, and 5. All right, so play, manage, arena, create arena. What was it? Other names we had? We'll do test. Test. Great. Done. There. Test. Okay, so now we do the boundaries for the arena. That's all selected from corner to corner and up a little bit higher. That's fine. Last, we go update, set from selection. Boom. So this arena is 33 by 13 by 51. So that's set. Then we go generate from SE blocks. Boom. There you go. 5 points, 5 player spawn points, 5 mob spawn points, 5 chest points. So these are now in automatically. There's the mob points. And then there's the player points. Perfect. Super quick. And we're going to create prefab. So skill check test. And we'll make sure mob mode is selected. And that's it. Easy as that. It's quick as hell. It's so much faster. And now we test it. Now we got 15 blocks. 5, 5, and 5. And now we get to test it to see if it actually does it correct. So we go here. We go play. We go create. And it should be listed here now. Yep, test. We'll do mob. We'll do... Nope. No. Oh, it throws it. Okay, so that noted. See, these are the weird quirks we need to figure out. Test mob. So if you build from scratch, it throws you out of it when you try to close out of it again. So obviously that's, yeah. It's quirks like that we need to fix. Kill. Great. Oh, that one said 15. So that one said 15. So this should technically work. Let's try it. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna pad my stats. Okay, so that worked. Why would this elevation matter? I was not in creative at all. Whoops. All right. Cool. I forgot that when you go back out, it doesn't put you in. So why would the other one work? Okay. I'm going to tell it that. Hold on. With small size that had 15. It did remove them when I try it with a larger arena that has 9. Removed. 8. Let's try one more time. Play. Create. Freeze. Mob. Simple. Ranger. Kill. Yeah. This is 28 again. Oh, wait. Oh, I know what it is. I think I know what it is. Manage arena trees. Recreate prefab. Try it again. User error. Play. Create. Trees. Day. Mob. Simple. Ranger. Kill. Great. Yep, that's what it was. Because I didn't recreate the prefab. The prefab only had 28 markers in it. And I added one as a test to show that it works, so that it overwrote the other one. So I never recreated the prefab to update it for the amount. So technically, it did remove all the markers because there was only 28 of them. And now there's 29, and it said it removed all 29. That's what the problem was. Okay. Stupid. Cool. Yeah. It works, though, with the blocks. It's freaking cool as hell. Okay, now we can... Okay, I hope they get a... Awesome. Yeah, that worked fantastically. Yeah, I really want to get the... I want to duplicate the recipe page. And I want to get this working for when you right-click either the block or within the arena. It opens up the arena admin page for the arena that you're in. That would be cool as hell. I'm wondering if it knows how to do that, like, off the bat. Yeah, this makes life so much easier. Like, you set everything down, you just click one button and it just populates everything. It's funny, like, things that we talked about, like, way beforehand, and now it's, like actually possible. Okay. Yes. Push. Okay. Want the ability to pull an item in my hand. It'll be I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna basically duplicate. I'll duplicate the recipe page in the asset editor, and just call it like skill check. Admin page or something like that, just see if that can work. I'll check. That all. Yeah. Make sure that. ID will be right click it in our hand. We are in and launch the arena. Arena. B. If I right click at a block and edit that. Information. Player. Mob. All right. See if it can. If it, I was gonna ask it. See if it knows how to do what I specifically just asked it to do. Because worst case, I have to make a duplicate of this asset to see if that would work. It should work. I mean, it should. I don't know if this will load on screen or not. Probably not, because it launches like an outside application, right? No, it doesn't. Window capture. Hey, cool. Another button I need to add. All right. Yeah, so when you go to B in your creative tools, you go to assets. Over here. And then this asset editor. It will launch this. Which is where like everything you can edit, you can basically duplicate anything or make a copy of anything from Hytale. Or you can actually you can look at all the information from any mod. You just drop this down and it shows everything. So you can like specifically go to like our pack and go to get items so that you're there. So let's skill check the chest spawn, mob spawn, player spawn. Which one was incorrect? All properties and it'll just show define properties only. Those are the ones that actually have fields in them. We're gonna do that. Yeah, it's that one. Outs mob. Guess that was incorrect. Yeah. Oh, did I not change it? I might not change it on the server side. There's a file. Let me see if I did that. I probably missed that. Where is it? Azepan. Common? Nope, that's not resources. Server. Languages. In US. Server lang. Player spawn name. Player spawn. Mob spawn. Chess spawn. Chess spawn. Mob spawn. Player spawn. No, that's correct. I just not. I might have not changed it on in Hytale then. Yeah. There we go. Mob. Player. Okay. Yeah, because I had it correct in the specific file on the server side that in order to populate the name so that's correct. This shows up correctly. Okay. Let me see what the AI said. Oh, still it's needs to search. Hytale doesn't expose item use events. The plugin API. Let me dig deeper to see if I just in the server jar before planning. Okay. Yeah, I was like, you 100% can. So yeah, so here we can go here and go to Hytale, and then look for this guy. So the recipe page is the one that we want to copy. I think. Because it's depending on this like function. I don't know. Yeah, there's interactions and like all this other stuff in between, and I don't know how that works. Need to figure that out. Yes, search. Oh my god. Yeah, only can it be edited. Yes, what you can do is, yeah, you can duplicate it, or you can actually just, you can make a copy of it directly. Oh my god. It's searching right now to see if it knows how to do it for the. I bet you it can. Let's do this. Yeah, so asset, you can do, yeah, you can copy asset. You can choose Hytale. Then recipe page. And then, yeah, I want to name this specifically for this. I'll call this check. Admin pages, and copy that. Yeah. Great. Cool. And that's it. And then, yeah, you have a duplicate of that item from Hytale or whatever. So now we have the admin page, but then, yeah, that's missing. Yeah, it's still searching. Yes, that's not. Icon. Yeah, so you could, if the icon doesn't show up, you can delete it and then you can recreate it again. And then you can change the path to the image. We'll make our own little custom like thing for this. But now in game, my mouse is missing. Oh my god, I hate freaking OBS sometimes. There we go. Yeah, so now it's a question mark, but this is recipe page, but it says skill check admin page. So that's our duplicated item now. I think after we reboot or restart the server is when it'll no longer be a question mark anymore. Like it'll be actually like this icon. No item ID for recipe to learn specified. Yeah, so you could definitely, yeah, left or right click stuff with those items. This. Yeah, you could definitely set a specific thing for this too. I mean, I could always remake this too, but yeah. And now that still happens. Yeah. Yes, I remove the interaction from that, so it doesn't. You left click it, it doesn't do something in particular. Yeah, so it's probably got to be something like gotta specify something for the action, or we have to set it up within the plugin so that it can do it correctly. But yeah, this functionality was completely removed. So cool. Okay, that's neat. Nice. Okay. I'll close that. Let me try. Let me reboot this. Cool. Oh, what the hell? Okay. Suppose it, yeah, it knows how to do it. So let's see if it does. That'll be sick. It's doing it now. Let's see if this does it. This can be cool. Let me log again. I think this icon's gonna work now. Yep, this works. Cool. And then the ID is correct. Awesome. Yeah, this is cool as hell. Yeah, like pre-packaging these as like templated for the plugin too would be really awesome. I'll have to see how to do that. I mean, the prefab is set, and it'll be easier because, well, the arena information is going to be interesting. Just how to do that. I'll have to figure out how to do that because it would be cool to like pre-package arenas as tests, even just like a mock test one, like something super basic would be really cool. But yeah, I'll ask Frez for permission to use this arena because it's awesome. Dude, doing this in like the deserts, like a storm, a sandstorm, can't see crap. It's amazing. It's such a pain, but it works so good. And to have like dynamic, like maybe have cycles for weather. Yeah, have it go from like after every minute, have it go from like sunny to like storm to sunny again to fog to. That'd be awesome. Have like cycles of everything. Yeah, no, it's working out pretty good. It's doing the right click stuff now. So when you hold the item in your hands, the correct item in your hands, you can get information about the arena that you're in, and hopefully the right-clicking on a specific block will give you the information about that particular spot. Would be awesome, because then you can go over here and be like, if you have like, if this is like player one side and or team one side and team two's over there, you can just go here, right click on this, it'll open up this information's block, and you can say like set the rotation, or just any information about the player spawn. You can individually, so instead of going in, say instead of going here, manage arena, test, player spawn, and you got all of them here. So instead of going into here and clicking edit, it'll, when you right click with the page in your hand on one of those spots, it'll open up this automatically, which would be so helpful. Rather than going through like 5 bazillion menus. But yeah, really, really freaking close. It's reading through everything right now. Hopefully it doesn't shouldn't break it. I wouldn't say why not. They got the blocks in pretty good, which is awesome. Yeah, and then just other weird quirks of like navigating through the menus to make sure nothing breaks, because some stuff breaks. That's probably a lot of what this week is going to be about, is going through like the random use cases and stuff just breaking. If you like click on something and then back out of it for some reason, or click on a different field that you click on by accident or whatever, to make sure that there's like safeguards in place, so that stuff doesn't like completely break. Close. Yeah, and we'll do more playtests of this too. The health regen for this, for the free-for-all maps, works fantastically. So if you take damage and then don't take damage for 8 seconds, you regen your health back. So much like Halo style. And then a sound effect plays when that happens too, so you know when your health is coming back. I think with this, the problem though with this one is that there's other mods that's used in this to make everything look as good as it does. The lights are from a diving mod. The wool blocks are not. They're Macaw's high carpets. They're not vanilla. So that's the only problem with this one in particular, because it would be really cool to have this as a vanilla, which then might have to just redesign it so that it is 100% like Hytale, like vanilla. Or remake our own blocks and just throw it into our own asset pack since we have our own assets now. We just make our own variations of each. We could do that too, I guess. Yeah, because there's no carpet, there's no slabs, wool, cloth slabs, or stairs, or any of that stuff. So that would be the only other issue. Like to use this one in particular. I love the mushroom bounces. It works so well. Okay. Is this that? Done? Let's see if this works. Admin tool interaction system. Interact system. Hell yeah. If this works, this will be awesome. Yeah, hoping for a smooth weekend. Hopefully nothing else is like completely broke. I think all the other logic is now working correctly, so okay, try it. Files, mods, and refresh. Copy it over. Quick refresh. Give it a whirl, and see if it doesn't completely crash me or not. And reset. Okay, boots up. We'll try it out. And I already have the item set too, so we should be able to just simply right click on it and go for it. That should work like right off the rip, which is awesome. And then I'll spice up the actual the item itself, or maybe make our own model or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how complicated it is to make actual models for this game. All right, let's give it a whirl. So if we go over here and right click. Nada. Cool. You that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Did I get the name wrong? I don't think I did. Let me see. No, don't. Oh. No. Okay. It obviously it doesn't do anything. Cool. I feel like I need to add something to the asset editor for this to fire. I feel like it's missing that I don't know what that step is. That's what I need to figure out. It has to be something like that. It sounds like the logic is there, like the behind the scenes stuff, but not the... It's got to be some other interaction part for the actual page itself. Unless we can hijack it, which would make sense if we're holding a specific item in our hand with a specific block ID or item ID, then to do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at that. All right, buddy, I'm gonna run. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I appreciate it. Really good progress. I think the beginning of this week is going to be a lot of like just going through and doing a bunch of play tests to make sure that the flow is good. Obviously the UI is going to get completely cleaned up and overhauled so that the flow makes sense. But the arena creation and the spawn points and everything is a lot faster now to iterate on and like easier to do, which is cool. But yeah, we'll do a bunch of playtests to make sure that see what we can break in the process so we can just clean stuff up. But yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. Hopefully, I will go live earlier tomorrow so that we can put in a nice full day to clean up as much stuff as we can. So it would be nice to get this out as soon as possible, or just to get this into a working state to get it out to the public so that other people can try it and see if they like it. So yeah, all right, to go. Hope everyone had good weekends, and I'll see you later. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do more of this and do some actual like play tests. All right, take care. Peace out.